Hi there, my angels. Thank you for joining me as we continue with our general weekend energetic reading for our lovely sign, my sign, your sign of Sagittarius. This is going to be your love reading, and in particular with love readings, it's so important that you understand to take what resonates for you or with you and leave the rest aside for the other of our Sagittarius community members. Remember, with love readings, we're not only talking necessarily about you, it's also your partner and anyone else energetically that has a role or interest in your love life. This could be your in-laws, it could be your friends, right? Because your friends influence you a lot, or they have a lot to say, or might have feelings about your relationship. Also, if there's a side chick or someone who has a crush or interest in you, again, all these outside energies that interfere and play against or towards our relationship, regardless of whether we know it or not. So use your intuition and your common sense and wisdom to know what applies to you and know that time is fluid. So we're always, transcending from past, present, and future. May you receive this message in the positive light in which it is given to me and sent to you. Okay, cards have been blessed and prayed for, as they always are, before each of my readings for clarity. Sometimes I do shuffle. There is the timestamp if you wish to advance through this intro and get right to the reading. And please, show your love and support for the free, continuous content that I put here for Sagittarius. Doesn't cost you anything to hit a thumbs up, like, share, and comment. And also by doing so, you kind of help the YouTube algorithm, which I have no control over, but would like to try to somehow get the videos increased and watched so it does get to the further community of Sagittarius out there. Okay, we're first going to start out with some cards as far as the energy of who we might be attracted to this weekend when it comes to love. And let's see what we get. We have the influence or the connection possibly with a Gemini, Taurus, Pisces, or Libra. And then we'll see what's at the bottom of the deck. Least likely, but also possible, the energy of a Capricorn. So keep that in mind. Libra, Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, and potentially a Capricorn. You may have these particular lovers in your life now. They may come towards you in the future, or they could also represent energies of past lovers. Would probably incorporate the tarot into the reading towards the middle to end the reading. Right now, we're going to dive into the Oracle's universe. Coming to the general messages for Sagittarius. These are general messages also when it pertains to love, so it may or may not resonate with you. Personal readings are the only way that you're going to get exactly the answers for your particular situation. At this time, I do not do personal readings on the channel. I do them off the channel, but I only do them for past clients. Otherwise than that, to get a personal reading, you have to be at least a subscriber for a year. If not, you have to wait a year before I would do a personal reading for you. Starting out with the moon energy, the dark night. A lot of things that many of you are not aware of when it comes to your relationship, or what the real and true feelings are, or lack of, with your particular person. This is saying be aware that all is not what it may appear to be. There could be a lot going on behind the scenes, a lot of things that are said or unsaid that you are not aware of. A situation might pose itself one way today, but could possibly be working in the background to show as something else. So always keep your mind and options open and use your intuition, and especially your third eye, chakra, to see beyond what is being shown to you on the earthly plane. Followed with stalemate avoidance. Some of you are avoiding, or this could also be the energy, because again, the energies can be crossed. You are avoiding someone romantically, or they are avoiding you. They're putting distance, or you are putting distance between you and this person. Could be a stalemate where you were going to reconcile with someone, or you were talking with someone again, with the hopes, or maybe they had the hopes that you would reconnect, but something has kind of slowed it down. Could be what is not known, or maybe things were going really great with the reconnection, and then you found out they have a child on the way. You find out they have a side person, or you find out ultimately they really haven't changed. So you don't want to get back into that same cycle of what led you to separate in the first place. Follow with the energy of karma, balance, and justice. For many of you, the reason you won't reconnect with someone and you won't move forward is because there's still karmic lessons to be learned, or there has already been a karmic lesson learned from this particular relationship. So the more that you learn about it, and the more that you experience how much this person hasn't changed, or what additional things are being hidden from you that's coming to the light about this person and your feelings, and vice versa, the more you will achieve the balance on how you want to feel about this relationship, and if you even want to partake in it. The bottom of the deck, we get the card of action. Jupiter energy here, talking about beginnings. So for many of you, you want something new. You don't necessarily want to go back to what you were comfortable with in the past. That is why we always say an X is an X for a reason. So some of you might still have residual, and that means you still might have some delayed feelings, or somewhat limited soul ties to some people of the past, but it's still not enough for you to want to bring them into your present and go forth with them in your future. You're comfortable with it being, we've had this experience, it was what it was, but I'm in a different place now. I can love you, but I'm not in love with you. And let's just keep it as a friendship. Let's be in each other's lives. Let's do things together. But as far as romance and that intimacy, that part of your relationship has phased, and it stays in the past, as it should. Let's go to this deck here and see what else we add. Bad reputation. We had the energy of beginnings. So for many of you, the reason why you don't want to reconnect to the past, or necessarily go back with someone from the past, because you do have the possibility, as we always do, for a new beginning. And also for many of you, because your person could have had a bad reputation, and you still find that through this, the course of separation, or through the time span that you've been apart, that bad reputation might not have gotten any better. In some cases, it could have gotten even worse. Moving. You could possibly be moving this weekend, or thinking about moving. Okay, or you are physically moving, getting prepared to move. You're packing, you're going to U-Haul, getting boxes, going to Hertz or Avis, getting a rental truck. You could be moving away from someone that has a bad reputation, someone who you thought was a good guy, a great gal, and now you find out the hidden truth about them. So many of you moving away from toxic situations, or situations where it's not what you thought it was, and it's not going to be what you want it to be. Fishing for comments as you're leaving out the door, or as they could be moving, because you could be putting them out as well. They're going to try to test you. They're going to try to poke at you, Sagittarius, to get a vibe out of you, to get a rise out of you, to put you out of your comfort zone. They want to know necessarily, like, maybe where you got the information from. If it was someone that was cheating on you, or talking bad about you behind your back, just being toxic, they're going to try to poke at you. Well, who's giving you this information? Who's putting this battery in your back? Who's the enemy in the camp that is turned you against them? They're never going to believe that you've gathered this information just from your own spiritual insight. So they're going to be poking at you. They're going to be teasing you. They're going to be trying to make you feel like, oh, you're losing the next best thing, as they are going out the door, or as you are leaving. Don't let them get a rise out of you. It's just going to make a confrontation and make it more challenging and difficult. Stay the high road and do what you got to do. Bottom of the deck, we get the card creeping. This person has been creeping, or as you separate and go your separate ways, they still may be trying to creep towards your home, creep into your inbox. Some of them might be looking in your mailbox, your personal things when you're not at home. This is something they could have been doing in the past, and if they have access to you electronically, they will do in the future. This is the person that was having multiple partners on the side, or at least was talking to other people, even though they were with you. Let's see what's the energy in the middle of the deck. Legal issues. This person could have put you in legal issues, or you might see yourself having to unfortunately get into legal issues with this person because they won't leave you alone, or things have really gone left in the relationship. We also get maturity. Many of you have grown over the course of the years, and you know what you want and you know what you don't want. So for many of you, this is why during the course of your lifetime, and as we are into this, third week or so into the new year, you want a more mature, stable relationship. You want someone that's grounded like yourself. You don't have time for children's games, and you want someone who is wise in their years as you are. You also want loyalty, symbolizing the dog. You want someone that's going to love you unconditionally, that's loyal to you. You don't need that cheater. You don't need that person that's creeping behind your back. With feminine energy, you are making yourself, if you aren't already, very attractive. And even though it says feminine energy, my male Saggies, I know not too many of my male Saggies watch the channel, but for those of you that do, just because it says feminine energy doesn't mean it's just your feminine energy. You could be tapping into your feminine side more so, but you are making yourself appealing. You're caring more about your looks, the outside appearance. We know your internal is beautiful. Now you might want to do a remodel or redo of your external, and you're tapping into your feminine energy so that you are preparing for that next phase of love, that next opportunity for when you meet this mature person, or you draw this mature lover to you who's going to be loyal. You want to be the best version of yourself, as you should be. At the bottom of this deck, we have mirroring. Some of you will look in the mirror and you will mimic what you see, while others of you, it's a recollection that if you're not happy with your physical appearance, if you're not happy with the demeanor and the energy that you feel when you see yourself in the mirror, you need to work on yourself. That could be contributing to some factors in your relationship. Don't use the mirror as an illusion. The mirror does reflect what it actually sees. So if the mirror is telling you you don't look well, or you're tired, then act accordingly. But if it says you're beautiful and you look energetic and you look hopeful, then carry out that energy as well. But don't think you see things in the mirror that are not there. Okay, because your mind can play tricks on you like that sometimes. So just don't be too, how can I say? Some people are very vain when it comes to their external looks and energy. And especially with Sagittarius, we operate more from the internal. It's the internal beauty, our poise, our nature, our grace, our characteristic that really sell us to the people that we attract, that brings that magnetic energy, that has lovers keep coming back to us. Yes, you can still be gorgeous, and that's a great plus, but even if you're not, a bombshell, you're not, the most handsome guy compared to maybe, the common type of guys that girls are attracted to, you still have such a strong inner beauty and a sense of yourself that you exude sex appeal, you exude confidence like no other, even more so than people who might be naturally, or popular opinion attractive. So that's something you have to take into consideration. Let's tap into these cards here and get an energy from here. Well, we get the Star. Like I said, many people look at you as being very popular. They look at you as someone that's light is shining. you yourself are very hopeful in many situations. Even when you feel like you shouldn't be, you still keep that hope alive. So you seek out hope and contentment for your future. You remain inspired to find deeper spiritual connections in your relationships. You go into relationships with positive feelings and motivation, and you do so as you embark every relationship. You don't change the dynamics of who you are as a beautiful Sag just because you've been hurt before. You take your fiery passion and you go all the way in and you give your all, okay? And you give it from the bottom of your heart. What's at the bottom of the deck? We get the sun energy for this weekend. So this is to invoke a sense of positivity and to remind you you are the light, honey, and you bring this energy of light to your relationships, and people sometimes need that vitamin E from you. They need your energy, they need your glow, they need your hope and your glorious attitude. It inspires happiness, and Sagittarius as a sign, and when you're in romantic connections with people, you bring happiness to most of their lives. A lot of them are unhappy. They come from dark places. They've been in bad relationships, and you are such a refresher. You're such a joy. With the child here in the card, this also could be the conversation of children in a potential relationship, or you talking to your partner about your childhood, or again the potential of you possibly having children. With the message, speak up and speak out, let your voice be heard. If there's something going on in your relationship, or there's something that you feel is off, or anything, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, speak your mind. And Sagittarius is not afraid to do that. But sometimes we need to be reminded that we hold things within. With the energy, no one said this life was a race. It's okay to slow down. No need to rush into relationships. No need to make rash decisions when it comes to your relationships. Take your time. It's also a reminder this weekend, don't let others romantically push you into relationships or push you to do things in relationships that you're not comfortable with. But the final card of this deck, you have such a bright light inside of you. Stop dimming it. Of course we do. What a great confirmation to speak the truth that we do have such a light. We've gotten 3 cards within this one weekend reading talking about the light that we bring, the joy, the happiness that we bring, not only to ourselves, but definitely to the partners that we interact with. Be careful with the energy of the Jezebel. There could be someone who is sinister, tricky, scandalous. This could be some type of energies in your partner, or someone else around you, or someone who's trying to connect with your partner. Okay, this person is not to be trusted. We also get secluded, separation, reflecting, soul searching. Some of you, we do know you may be packing your bags, or they might be packing their bags and leaving. And this is the time when you're apart, or the relationship has ended, that you take the time to separate from the relationship and heal. And then pop the question, others of you, wow, you might get an unexpected engagement ring or proposal this weekend. This could also be, if it doesn't happen this weekend, someone is out shopping for a ring. They're talking to their friends. Maybe they're asking your mom and dad this weekend for your hand in marriage. So this also could be an energy going on, or this could be you possibly, Sagittarius, wondering when is your partner going to pop the question. The bottom of the deck, we get bad news. Some of you might get a potential phone call with some bad news. Could be bad news coming from your partner. It also could be, like I said, some of you, the bad news being that you are breaking up and going your separate ways. And you have to have this confrontation. That moving truck pulls up. It could be unexpected moves in the relationship. And it's bad news that you weren't expecting, or it's bad news that your partner wasn't expecting. With the energy of 34, which is 7, I can't find the right words. Some of you could have been going on or having a situation for the past 7 weeks or 7 months with your partner, and you haven't been able to express yourself. You have the words, but you can't really find a way to say it so that you don't misinform or say it out of context to your partner. This could be why we got the earlier card about being able to speak up, because sometimes we have so much that we want to say, but because of how the truth is so important to us, we might not say it in a manner which is diplomatic. So sometimes you have the words to say, but you can't necessarily find a way to put those words together. We also get, I just want loyalship, companionship. Remember, we got the loyalty card before. So we're getting really distinct, repetitive messages here. This is you, Sagittarius, saying to yourself, saying to others, hey, I just want a friend. I just want someone to love me and to be in love with me, or to be a companion, to go to shows with me, to go to the movies. This is a sign of 10 completion. Someone that is whole themselves and mature and wise themselves. Not someone that you need to fix or needs to be fixed. Someone who's got their head together. Is at that stage of life to want to settle down and not necessarily pop the question, but they want to be loyal and be in a committed relationship. So, hey, can't I just get a loyal, dedicated person in my life when it comes to romance without all the drama and the hidden secrets and everything else that comes with it? I swear it's true. 9, pinky swear. You know, for many of you, the truth for you and your particular partner this weekend is you do have that companionship. Not all of you are going to be having breakups this weekend. Not all of you are going to get that rental truck to pack your bags or to pack their things. A lot of you do have that sense of communion and, connection to your partner where they are your one and your only one. They are your loyal companion. You speak the truth to each other. Your relationship is solid. The bottom of the deck, we get 7, I'm lost without you. Many of you, this could be with the energy of 7, your 7-year itch, where, for a lot of people, that 7th year of their relationship becomes very testing, and you go through a lot of things, and not everyone can pass that 7th year test. And some of you do part, so this could be the reason why many of you are going your separate ways. This could be the energy of those of you who've already separated and someone from your past is feeling empty without you. This could be a 7-year anniversary, or the number 7 could play, maybe you were married on the 7th of the month, or you dated and met the 7th day, but the number 7 holds a connection to someone from your past. Or current present, I would say, if this is, someone who was romantically involved with you. They feel empty, they feel lost without you. And of course they do. Who doesn't feel lost without Sagittarius, right? We're a force to be reckoned with, so they should. You could have been involved with someone who was a painter or into the arts. Also someone who was a coach. This person likes to develop plans, very strategic, wants everything in a particular way, wants you part of the team type of thing. With the connection of athlete, you could be also attracted or involved with someone who's an athlete. So they're a go-getter. They're not someone that stands still, very fast-paced. That'll be a very energetic relationship with an athlete or a coach. A lot of traveling for you. A big, wide open opportunity for you to meet a lot of people, but also the opportunity from a lot of distraction for your partner when it comes to your relationship, when they are in that sports arena or coach. A painter is someone who's more artistic, not so much, but when they are in those bigger kind of careers, that's bigger than life, that puts them out there in the main part of the world, and you get the groupies and the jealousy and the side chicks and all of that, the partying. Definitely you have more of a tendency that there'll be cheating and a lot of havoc. At the bottom of the deck, some of you, there is a stranger, someone that's unknown to you. This could be someone that you already know. It could be a mutual friend of someone that you know. It could be just an encounter, someone that you just happen to see on the train, or you're in the coffee shop, you're in the grocery store, you drop your coin and someone picks it up, or someone passing you by notices you or has been noticing you. So there's a strong indication that many of you have secret admirers, someone that you've crossed paths with and they have you on their mind. In the middle of the deck, we also get courier. I'm taking this message, the first thing that came to me intuitively, a message coming in. Remember earlier we got the card of bad news, so this could be the delivery of a message. We also got legal, so this could be you getting served with papers or someone bringing you legal papers, in the middle of drawing legal papers or putting them in your mailbox. Okay, it's also a good sign to courier. Someone could be sending you a gift, sending you an invitation. So it's not necessarily just all bad and tied to legal. As we come to a close, many of you want to know if there's something in particular that's going to transpire. So let's ask 3 questions. Universe, for those Sagittariuses who are hoping for a proposal, a marriage offer, some type of commitment, a new connection, is that going to happen anytime soon? Okay, let's see. What's the answer? Ask me closer to the time. So for some of you, the time may be now. Others of you, not so much. Let's see what was at the bottom of the deck. Well, for some of you, no way. There's no way that you are going to get a marriage offer or any type of serious commitment at this time. Universe, for my singles, for my Sagittarius singles, is there someone new coming along the way? Wait, let me think. Okay, and let's give it one more shuffle. Looks like a yes. So, my singles, there is someone coming along the way for you when it comes to love. When it comes to my couples in separation, couples who are going through a tough time this weekend, maybe those couples that are breaking up and moving apart, is there a chance maybe in the near far future for reconciliation? Yes. So there's a chance for reconciliation, okay? And let's just ask, can we confirm, does Sagittarius have some secret lovers or secret admirers? People they might have passed by in the coffee shop, or a delivery boy, their electrician has a crush on them, their school teacher. Does someone have a love interest or crush on Sagittarius that they may or may not be aware of, or may not know the person? Let's see. We gave it a good shuffle. Ooh, it's guaranteed. So you definitely have someone that likes you, has been around you. You're aware of this person, but you might not know that they think of you in a romantic way. We're almost coming to 28 minutes, so let's close with the T cards. We get fly, a period of ill health or depression. Well, for some of you, you could be feeling sick, or your energy could be low because of the stress of your relationship, especially if you are in the middle of packing this weekend, or they're leaving again. They're going to be taunting you. So, just that physical breakdown of having to go through the ending of a relationship and all the trauma that happened prior to that, I could definitely see, you feeling stressed and tired, and your body just needing that rest. We also get the chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Yes, confirmation that someone is leaving your life, some of you. And you know what? It could be a blessing, and it probably is, that they're leaving your life, because if they were causing havoc, if they were causing you hurting pain, obviously they're making you physically sick. They're drawing from your energy. You have to take it as a good thing, even though I know it's a hurtful experience. And then finally we end with the barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And we do know that for some of you, you are right in the midst of it this weekend, or coming towards a big split, a big move, a big change, a confrontation with your lover and partner. Others of you may be feeling a little bit lonely or melancholy. that and lost that you don't have that companionship, you don't have that conditional love that you want. You just want that person who's mature, who's on your level. So you're going to be going through the barrel of emotions, right, until you can figure it out. But you just got to give yourself time and space, and it usually does. Let's go to the tarot for one more closer and clarifier. Thank you, universe, for the answers that you've given us. Ooh, okay, wow, that flew out. Well, we got, okay, the Eight of Wands. There'll be a lot of things happening this weekend with some speed, known and unknown. So, buckle up this weekend. Things are going to be happening rather quickly, whether you want them to or not. Okay? So, I take this as those of you where you're going to have a confrontation with your lover, or things are going to come to kind of hit rock bottom. Things are just going to spiral out of control, and it's going to happen rather fast. Be careful. Take your time. Don't make rash decisions because something happens unexpectedly. But do take the necessary action to protect yourself. Whatever happens is going to bring the results, and you're going to have to take the action that maybe you've been delaying to take. But in the same energy too, this action and speed can also be working for many of my Saggies in a positive way. Some of you, it could be that your lover or partner is now ready. All of a sudden they want to, say I love you and I want to marry you, and they propose to you this weekend. Someone who's been hiding in the background, crushing on you, comes forth. So the unexpected energy that can flow really fast this weekend towards you can work both in the positive and negative. It's all about where you are in your journey and those that are aligned with you romantically. May you have a blessed weekend, and may love always be part of your journey, and may your light shine upon your love in a positive way. Thank you for watching. Namaste.